We bought a bus and we're going to turn it into a tiny home. Come see what we're doing today. Getting all of the stuff cleared out. Can move those sandbags down here where there needs to be a little bit more adhesive. So that's the plan for today. And then we're probably going to go to the hardware store and get some long screws just to temporarily hold the board down while the adhesive is working. Trying to get this floor as flat as possible. Hi, babe. Okay, so today turned into like a total bust. Nothing that we wanted to do was going smoothly, but let's continue. We had to clean up the area first to make sure that we could see all of the parts of the board that was coming up that needed a little bit more adhesive. And then we tried to pry up parts of the board that weren't being held down with glue, get the adhesive gun in the crack somehow, and then put an extra amount of sand on the boards in hopes that they will dry flat, and still completely puzzled as to why the glue is not drying. After we did that, we cut out some boards so that we could glue the boards at least to the foam, went to the hardware store, and started nailing down the boards. We had a major issue finding long enough nails that go through the board, through the foam, and into the metal. And as you can see here, the screws that we're using are not working. Babe is having to drill multiple holes, multiple screws that are getting melted or broken, and it's just not working out. So I think we actually didn't get anywhere with this and had to order some screws off of Amazon, believe it or not, because none of our hardware stores had them. Today was a pretty bad day and we really didn't get anything done, and all we could do is just wait for the nails to come in tomorrow to even continue what we were hoping to do today.
Defeated by screws today. The screws melt in this steel. So obviously some steel is softer or harder than other steel, and these screws, they're not self-tappers. We tried to drill a pilot hole through the sheet metal itself from the bus in hopes that the screws will catch into that little hole and kind of give us some pull and pull these boards closer. But the whole of Home Depot and the whole of Harbor Freight doesn't sell 3.5-inch self-tapping screws. Interesting. 3.5-inch screws you can't find at Home Depot or Harbor Freight, whatever. So the screws we got just melt or deform, and it's 6 o'clock. Got this front of the board and we have weight on it. The rest of the floor is like supposedly finished. We just really want to get a couple screws in here so we can have it dry like that, like it has weight on it, and then pull the screws out. But I honestly don't think 5 or 6 or 10 screws all around this whole entire bus is really gonna give us thermal bridges a whole bunch. I don't think it's gonna make a big difference, but we'll see how it goes.
See you guys in the next part.